lovely Virgo, and welcome to September. Happy birthday to all you Virgos out there. We're out of eclipse season. How does that feel, Virgo? Does it feel like you got a good house cleaning? There's a lot of energies that sweep out with eclipse season, and I really see you, Virgo, coming into yourself now. As some of these planets go forward back into direct motion, and all of you will be entering into a new personal year on your birthday here. And if you want to know how to calculate what personal year you're entering into, you can add the day of the month and the number of the month. So for example, if you were born March 28th, you would add 3 and 28 and just keep adding numbers until it boils down to one number. So in the case of 328, you would add 3 and 2 is 5, plus 8 is 13, and then 1 and 3 is 4. So you would take that number, whatever your birth date of day and month adds up to, and then add 2 to it. So in this case, it would go to 6. The reason we're adding 2 is because 2018 resolves to a 2. So add your month, your day, and then the number 2, and just keep adding until you get down to one number. And then just Google personal year number 6 or personal year number, whatever it is whatever the number is that you finally end up with, that's the personal year for you. So, and that'll last from your birthday this year to your birthday next year. And that's going to be the dominant energy of what's going on. I'm going to have videos up about personal years at some point, but I just wanted to give you that little insight as a little birthday, information. And what else? Virgo. Yeah, the eclipse energies are done. We're entering into back to school season, back to work, back to yourself, Virgo. So I'm just wanting to ask you, who's the real you that you're letting emerge right now? It may feel like for some of you that you've gone through a new birth. That's kind of, the Virgin is the symbol of Virgo, and you may have given birth to something new or a new part of yourself, or I'm just getting that it's a new you, Virgo. And when we've got this new moon in September coming here, that may be a time for a new beginning for you as well. So let's take a look and see what the cards have in store for you. I've got the Morgan Greer, and I'm just going to do the regular layout that I've usually done. I've done a couple different ones recently, but I'm feeling this one today. And I love that your opening energy is the 9 of Coins here. This is luxury. This is feeling self-sufficient. This is enjoying the fruits of your labors. Virgo is a naturally hardworking sign, and you may just be sitting pretty. That's sometimes what I call this card. This and Empress both have that feeling to it. 9 of Coins is enjoying the riches and the rewards of making good decisions. This is a real card of surplus. And it's a card of feeling independent also. It's a card of feeling like I am complete and worthy and enjoying the riches my life has brought to me just by being you, Virgo. So really love that for you coming up at the beginning of your birthday month. And some of you, late August Virgos, that's going to apply as well. But that's going to be the dominant theme coming into September here. I also see the beginning of the month, you have Wheel of Fortune in the upright. It looks like things are going your way, Virgo. Things are finally turning in your direction. This could be a real bout of good luck. But I also see it as, usually the wheel to me represents when we're allowing things to happen in their own natural time and their own natural way, allowing things to unfold as they naturally will. It's not trying to speed things up or slow things down or resist what's going on. It's really embracing the allowance of life just as it is. Everything is perfect. I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at the beginning of the month. Everything is perfect. if you can see it that way. And I really see things turning in your favor here, Virgo. So I'm really loving that. If there is any conflict or feelings of where you're not feeling supported, in the reverse, I call Three of Cups the peanut gallery. Don't listen to the peanut gallery. It's just not where you're at. These are sometimes naysayers or haters, or if there's anyone who's criticizing you, Virgo, just tune them out. It's not important. Even if this is friends and family who are not approving of what you're doing, this is where you're at. So you don't really need, whether male or female, you don't need people trying to drain your cup. This could be envy or jealousy of what you're bringing to yourself. And, when you have these riches, when you have the luxuries of life, sometimes people will become jealous or envious, but don't pay attention to that. This represents people who may be falling off the wheel. This could also be the ending of a third-party situation if there was one. I just see you as being in a wonderful place where things are turning in your direction, Virgo. Lap it up is what I'm saying. Eat those grapes, wear that jewelry, enjoy the finer things of life. It's your time. It's your birthday season, Virgo. You may just enjoy that all month. And if other people have other things to say about it, don't worry about them. There may be some people, this may be a fire sign that is, again, also maybe jealous or envious of things going in your direction, in your favor. That could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But this is young energy. This is frivolous. This is when someone's overly cocky or confident or entitled, or don't let the haters get you down, is what I'm saying, Virgo. That's what this energy is. If there's a social situation that is judging your turn of good luck as something that is unfavorable or undesirable, tune it out. Don't let that affect you, excuse me, in any way. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the good things that are coming to you. And if other people can't be a part of that, that's their loss. That's, if you can't share your blessings with them, don't worry about these people talking around you. It's really not where you're at, is what I'm seeing. And you've got some wonderful major arcana cards. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here, along with this 5th, the wheel. So there's a lot of major themes coming about for you this month. This is a card, Hierophant, of commitment, dedication, higher learning, devotion to something is what I'm getting. And this could be to yourself, or devotion to a partnership, or a spiritual revelation. This is really doing things in the right way, Virgo. Things that are in alignment and in accordance with who you are, and also your higher purpose, your higher self, and your higher values. This is a real card. This is a Taurus card, which often means duty and obligation, and doing things in a what's socially conventional or traditional. But I'm seeing this as devotion and duty to yourself, devotion to the things that make you feel whole, and devotion to really just your higher self. These things go together. This once you're in a place too where you feel like you're full and secure and resplendent, is actually the word that I'm getting, in yourself, then you can actually devote yourself to something greater, something higher. This is often a card of marriage or partnership or commitment. So once you come to this place of feeling fulfilled, feeling like the riches of the world are surrounding you, then you may want to take it to a higher level, whether that's just within yourself or with someone else, or in terms of what you're devoted to. Maybe this is a parent or a child or a family. It's just doing things in a way that is celebrated and recognized externally. Even if there was some kind of loss. These are both 5s, and 5s represent change. So there may be a way in which you're welcoming in something that you are devoted and committed to, and you may be letting go of something that felt like a loss. There may be a lesson within a certain loss sometimes Five of Coins can be a financial loss, but really what both of these cards have in common is there's a spiritual focus here. When we focus on our external circumstances, sometimes we miss out and we don't see the golden light that is here just ever present and broadcasting for us. This is spiritual life. This is the warm church or synagogue or mosque or whatever place of worship and devotion, whether you're religious or not, wherever you feel like you connect to the divine. For some people this will be in nature, but both of these are saying that there may be some sort of spiritual focus that's coming in for you that makes your heart soar, that makes you feel devoted to the divine part of life and want to be committed to something, even if this is to yourself, devoted to your higher self. So this is really a card, these two cards talk about spiritual focus. And when we focus on the higher good, the divine, our higher selves, good things come. We don't experience this loss. We experience healing from loss. And I really get that a lot of you Virgos are going through healing or have gone through a healing process. And that's what's allowing you to march forward. This is you, Virgo. This is the Knight of Coins. This is the person who takes their time making decisions. They weigh the pros and cons. They don't rush into anything. They want a solid, stable, sure footing as they march forward. And so you really just need to check in with yourself and say, is this for me? Is this a choice that I want? What decisions am I making that are going to lead to solid, stable outcomes? Or it's almost not even focusing on the outcome, it's focusing that each step of the way for you feels solid and secure. So this is really being in alignment with yourself. This is also someone who is considered a bottom line card, like bottom line, does this serve me or not? And that's what this guy considers. Is this where I want to be going? And he really looks at the map. I mean, this is someone who looks at the map, who checks the navigation, who sees what's coming, who makes sure that all the supplies are in order. This is the person you want on your team if you're going to a deserted island. He plans for everything. And you Virgos are very good at planning. You may be meeting resistance with someone who wants authority. Again, another fire sign. This could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is King of Wands, and they're very bold, they're very dominant, they think big, they've got fiery, passionate energy. You may be going head to head with them, and they may be saying, hey, I've got this big, great, grand idea, I'm passionate about it, let's go do this. But you're saying, you know what, it might be good to take supplies. It might be good to plan. What does the business plan look like? Before we just go rushing off to conquer the world, what about putting on some armor in case we meet with some armies? What about fortifying the troops? What about, are the horses fed? This is your energy, Virgo, which is bringing practicality and planning to it. You may not want to get swept up, even if someone looks very grand. You may not want to get swept up in the King of Wands energy, because this is fast in, fast out. Big ideas, but are they connected to something that's solid? You can bring that. Potentially you could be bringing your practical, knowledgeable, prepared personality to this person's ideas. You can be serving them in that way. But I'm just going to say, be careful of any sort of grand ideas, get rich quick. This is usually big ideas that evaporate quickly too. So be careful with that. Or if you're going head to head with a fire sign, you're the one with the armor on. You're the one who's protecting themselves. So that's good to see too. It's not getting swept up in someone else's authority. It's remaining in your own vision, your own plans, your own sure-footedness. It's not getting swept up in this fiery, evaporating energy. And then towards the end of the month, I see you using forgiveness, judgment. This is a second chance on something. This is letting the baggage of the past go, and it's a renewal, both for you and for whomever it is that you may be forgiving. This is letting the old stories of the past go. And the power of forgiveness is very real and very strong. And it's very cleansing. And that goes back to this higher purpose that I'm seeing you have, this sort of spiritual revelation, healing. This is also part of healing. This makes things lighter, both for yourself and anyone whom you're involved with, either that you feel that you've wronged them or they've wronged you. This is renewal. It's spiritual fire. It's saying, you know, whatever was gone and buried, it's getting released and new life is ahead. So second chances may be coming around for you at the end of the month. Forgiveness on both sides, renewal, feeling liberated, feeling like life is fresh and new again. I'm really loving that card here for you. And you're coming from a very spiritually elevated standpoint of change. This is, again, that 5 in the middle of the month. And when you may realize you don't want to serve another master, you want to serve what is going to be practical and true and stable for you, Virgo. There may be a change that you're resisting here. With Tower and Fool in the reverse, Tower usually means imminent change, something that comes out of nowhere. And with it in the reverse, it may be something that you're fearing. But look at how open Fool is. Both of these cards are similar in a certain way, that it's a new beginning. It's a breakthrough. And what I'll say with these two in the positions that they're in is breakdowns usually precede breakthroughs. So there may be a breakdown of an old order, an old system, an old way of thinking. That's what this Tower represents. It actually represents sort of a prison that we've built around ourselves or that we've accepted. It could be in terms of beliefs. It could be in terms of how we were brought up as children, things that we believed needed to be true to have stability and structure in our lives, but that's breaking apart. The old way is disappearing, whether we like it or not. It's sort of like an external divine force, but it breaks us open to this new day. This is a card of faith, of hope, of trust, of renewal, of smelling that rose of life and feeling like it's, you know, it's cliche, but it's like this is the first day of the rest of your life. This is a brand new beginning. Fool is open-hearted, carefree. He doesn't have a care in the world. It's really letting all of this heavy, serious, burdensome energy go. You're released from the Tower. You're released from prison. You're released from whatever it was that was keeping you stuck, Virgo. So with these in the reverse, I'm going to say there's a new beginning that's fresh and inviting and hopeful and carefree and humorous and light. But you're going to have to release whatever fears, doubts, or resistance you have to breaking that open. I am being reminded of, there was an experiment where they had a tiger that was in a cage for several years. I guess it was like a 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 cage. And when they removed the cage, the tiger continued to pace within a 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 space. They didn't go out of that space because they were so used to the cage. That's what this Tower represents. You may be presented with an opportunity where the door is swinging wide open for you, Virgo, where there's a new life right outside, but you're too afraid to go and see what it looks like out there. You may be resigning to fears, doubts, just even familiar ways, things that felt comfortable but are keeping you enclosed. I want to encourage you to embrace this. This is Fool energy. It's laughing. It's feeling free. It's feeling liberated. It's feeling like, okay, the Tower is no longer here. I've been set free. And you know, this Tower energy will come whether you like it or not. It's sort of like a wave that crashes over you. You can either resist against it or you can swim with it. It's like a river that's running over you. Do you want to swim against the river and have it be difficult, or do you want to go with the river and accept the change that's coming? Because it's liberating you, Virgo. It's wonderful energy, and this is where you get to go from that, fresh as a rose, happy, carefree, young again, new beginning, you know, beginner's mind. So allow that new chapter and that new story to unfold. There's wonderful life there. And I see you, you know what? I see you letting go of your grip. Sometimes you may cling to security. That's what 4 of Coins means. Clinging to maintaining the status quo, surrounding yourself with material things, feeling like money is your security, feeling like things that you own or possess are what keeps the status quo, that brick wall, stable. But when you let go, when you loosen your grip, you know, you open up your heart. When he removes this coin from in front of his heart, he lets new things in, new life, new new opportunities and new beginnings. So with this in the reverse, I really like this at the end of the month. You know, what Four of Coins sometimes thinks is like, if I let go of anything, I'll have less. But really what it means is if you loosen your grip and open your hands, you can actually receive more, Virgo. So I'm really excited for you about opening your heart, about instead of clinging to things like this, feeling like you need to secure things, you're going like this and you can receive more. So embrace that full energy, embrace the liberating, carefree, joyous new beginning. There's a lot coming to you, Virgo. And I'm really liking this month for you. So that's what I'm seeing for you for September. I'm just going to get one card here from the Vision Quest deck to see what the overall energy for Virgo is. Please give me one card for Virgo for the overall energy. Yeah, change. Two of Earth. Change. It's beautiful. Let it in. I mean, Tower is going to make it happen or not. You can either resist against it or you can go with it. And you've got beautiful full energy supporting that. So change is happening for you. I really like that. And it's also, I see with that new moon, that's what's going to be the beginning of this sort of new light that's coming in for you and illuminating you, Virgo. And then I'm also going to see, please give me one romance card for Virgo for September. This new you that's emerging from the healing and the going within, this showing up of your higher self, feeling full, and therefore attracting new beginnings, letting go of old stories. Let's see, Virgo, what's coming up for you? Keep an open mind. So it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So as you go through September, even if you're single at the beginning of September, keep an open mind. You may discover there's new things ahead as I always find, I've been saying this recently a lot to people, is as you open yourself to the world opens up to you. And that's also what I'm getting with this Four of Coins in reverse. This guy is closed off. But in the reverse, he's considering opening up. He's considering loosening his grip. So keep an open mind, Virgo. You never know what things are ahead for you. So I love that reading for you for September, Virgo. Have a beautiful birthday. Have a beautiful personal year. And I'll look forward to speaking with you again in October. As always, thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.